Ladies and gentlemen, you're most welcome here to Kasuku Live Podcast. About the other first one, thank you so much for the feedback. Then Abapia, this is Kasuku Live Podcast, and I'm going to be hosting this show together with my boss, Kasuku.
Bossy, I'm going to my boss.
I am Pinto for those that don't know me yet, and please introduce yourself.
I'm Kasuku Wazabanga Semanengene. I want to thank everybody who watched our first podcast. It's not easy, because podcasting is not yet in our culture.
Yes.
There's a cover YouTube has over podcasts.
Yes.
That's why when you look at YouTube, they actually earlier had introduced
a podcast
section because people now want to watch the video as they hear the audio.
Yes.
So it becomes, and yet the podcast
before.
It was basically the audio.
Yes.
I don't understand. There's a way it's working these days. Because when you see people like Logan Paul and those who have big podcasts, they are doing the video and the audio at the same time. So I don't understand what the difference between the podcast and YouTube. But
okay, in my understanding, a podcast is any audio of any production, as long as you're just listening to the audio. But it's no longer, since it's not in our culture, especially in the African setting, we cannot only listen to the audio. At least in Kasuku radio. So at least it's one mechanism to trap people. At least there's a vision. No about a jiriko. I think that's the sense today.
Well, anyway, Checho. But I'm happy to be here. We are trying to build something. We are living in very strange times, but of course over the months the consistency will come. Twina issues with the distance, availability, and but with time we want to make sure at least we can shoot this podcast, if not weekly, at least twice or thrice a week.
Okay. For those that have just watched this, if this is your first podcast with us, we had a previous podcast, our very first one. You should look for it, where Kasuku was enlightening what he really hates about the youth lately, and he emphasized his story, especially the journalism world, and he advised youth on what to do and the speed at which we take things. So if you haven't watched it, please first look for that one, or after this one, look for that one and any others that we are going to be posting in the future. So Kasuku, how have you been?
Not bad. I'm up and down. I'm here and there. But like I said, with time, the consistency will come. Yes.
I'm also up and down, but we shall have a story for another day. So tonight we are going to be talking about something very sensitive. In the African setting, tuina something chetukola anti ekintu ekibe ekibi nga buli omwa kimanyi kibi olumu twefulanga ekitaliwo naye nga it is happening. And it has been happening for some time. Our main focus is on the youth for this podcast. There's a lot of body shaming. Body shaming in a sense of ono munene nnyo, ono mutono nnyo, ono mukyala talina kabina, ono muwala ayina ebbina ddene nnyo, oba ono afaanana bw'ati. The times tukola mune jokes, tuna never comedians who are making it comfortable okuvuma abantu. But what do you think? Today we are going to discuss what the impact it has on the person and the people around them.
For starters, I'll throw a disclaimer. I've not been a product of, I've not faced body shaming. Okay, maybe I've faced it, but by nature of my job, I think I've chosen to take it in,
No more.
Because me, I'm one of those people who joke a lot.
Yes.
Who like, I think in English it could be dissing. It sounds strong in English, but in Uganda, I don't know how it is in English. Just trying to be. I think English does not have a word for it. Where we joke and
it's a normal joke, like you should not be offended about it.
I think
at the end of the day, it is just for the moment.
Now, so me, I'm there. That's like me. I'm like part of. I'm like that person. But before I go into like the other side, my actual thought is, I think in Africa here, we have developed certain cultures and habits that were not part of us.
Yeah.
When you look in Africa, we are built like from long ago, and even just around the time like the 90s.
Yeah.
Because me, I'm a 90s product.
Mostly 90s product.
But when you look at those days, tetwaina nyoka janja nga ketulina kati.
Yeah.
Okitegeera kati for you imagine Peter, we are here talking about body shaming. Honestly, you're fat.
That's it.
Period. You know?
And you cannot change anything about it.
It could be. No, you can change something about it.
Yeah, but for the period.
You could be genetically like that.
Yeah.
But then you are fat. So it was never in our... And actually, in Africa here, we used to take pride in being fat.
Yeah. In fact, I have some Turkish friends in Turkey. If you're a husband and you're not fat, that means your wife is not taking care of you.
Or you get it. So, but because of Western influence, I want to say, and of course, as technology advances, and then we are a global village, we have chosen to pick on cultures because somehow most people feel like our culture is backward, is not flexible. Yeah. There are things where some African cultures are not flexible. For example, how they handle women, some demands they are asking from men.
Yes.
You get it. Then of course, now like 60% of children between, let me say 13 up to around 30 years today, most of them have been raised by their mothers.
Yes, that's right.
As single parents, because somehow men ran away, they could, you know, when women empowerment or emancipation started kicking in, I think men were not prepared for it. Men started running away. Some, for whatever reason, others died, you know.
Yeah.
Now, so we started picking on this Western culture that favors so many things about human beings. It is okay for a man to get married.
Yeah, that's right.
You get married. Nebakuwasa. In the Western cultures, it's okay. A man can finish taking tea in their cup. Nataka kusink na cheyoleza.
Which chivumo.
Which here was not the case.
Yes.
So when a woman begins working and you're also working, and sometimes earning more than you, so those questions begin coming in. So when we picked the way of life from the other side, netufuna akajanja. Netutandika body shaming. Sometimes I'm on Twitter, and you see a conversation, and people make it a big deal, you know?
Yeah.
That someone gives their opinion, he's like, that is a maid. No, don't call someone a maid.
But they're a maid.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying?
Yes.
So you will see that a receptionist is now called an administrator.
Admin assistant.
Front
desk manager.
You know, all those things. Because, okay, maybe they are trying to make someone feel as human as, you know, all of us and all those things.
But that's in the Western culture. They have adopted.
Because when you talk about body shaming, I don't understand why someone could get offended when they tell them they are fat.
Okay. But according to we are from the 90s, right?
Yes.
Na ye tuina abantu about 2000 ne bana abakajja nti bajide mu period eyo period eyo nge byakajanja bise
kati nafa ba 90s ne 80s ne 70s akajanja tukapikinga kubajjukira fe bakulu okitegeera.
In fact, they are the ones who faba rubbinga kubali because we show them the content is in that line.
So I really find no fault in certain things. Like telling someone, you're fat. You're fat. Toina kamina.
Tukagina we kagenda kufa.
choka chenina mu challenge kale chiri chimu kati ngoli asekerera omulema.
Okay, that's not right.
Ntotoina mukono nebageza kukola akakono be kati bichi.
That's not right.
Ekyo sikiriza.
That reminds me, waliwo lunaku twali ku Twitter nga waliwo manager w'ekifo ekimu abaana bazanya, it was a kids park, yagoba omwana because I don't know her condition.
Yes, what she's autistic. Yeah, or something like that.
Yeah, it really is not right.
Yes, it's not right.
Omwana ono, she could swim very well.
Yeah.
According to the manager, parents were complaining that this child should move
exactly.
out. Naye omuzadde ono yali azze n'abaana mukaaga abalala. Then misinga wanagamba nti mchala wa collectors abaana baganda be bonna nagamba the one taking them out today. So nga yayagala onaavemu
mu pool.
Bana basigadde basigalemu. So it was not really right.
I think it wasn't right. But you see also, you know, some of the problems we have. And me, I didn't support, neither did I condemn what the manager did because I natura mbigerevi.
Be a manager.
So in Uganda, we have a situation. Olutayagala bogere ku mulema.
Okay.
Okitegedde. Netatadde wombere favoringa mulema. Butamwogerako. Okitegera kyengamba. Nti in these countries where we are picking most of these cultures,
but
they have aided these people to coexist with us. Okitegedde.
True.
Nemotoka yaba bagikola bagitekako provision.
Why no?
Ey'omulema. Ne bateekako parking space ey'omulema. Go okuyingira ekizimbe batekawo era space ey'omulema. Kazibeere toilets era batekawo space yaki y'omulema. Kati ffe problem gye tuyina, we want to be more Western than the Westerners.
Very good. Makati one, the toilets have been provided lately,
but not everywhere.
Not everywhere. No parking, apart from some nice malls.
Yes,
that's where the parking spaces are.
But you see, even sensitization. Tell you what the things I always say. When we have a ministry like of information, it should be able to pay for adverts on TV to show that these autistic children,
they're normal people like
yes.
any other.
Kati, you imagine you have a business. You're cutting a swimming pool. Kati abana baba kugenda bonna. Ngabo bagamba tebagala oli. When manager no insisting, no. This a child like ours, he has to stay here. Okay. Which is normal, which is okay. You're being you're having empathy.
Yeah, yes, true.
You're trying to understand.
Nayenga
Banobo abantu abalala abaze, have they understood?
So it's not just about us as the citizens, but there should be a hand in the entire government to sensitize the people. Like body shaming, especially for the people in that condition, they should give them room. Tulage abantu ngabe ba sensitizing people about AIDS. Yeah. That someone having AIDS, that's all I'm mukusiga by just a mere touch. Yeah. That there is a second chance. We have the drugs, we have this, you understand? Yes. But you think about a business owner where people choose not to come to the business. He has 7 this side, 1. Then the other side are 23 children. Thank you. Each of them is paying 100,000. Thank you. So I would rather not lose 2 point something and then I lose 100,000. But of course, as a society, we seek to build on that one incident. Before it is your business. Yeah, true. True. Before it is I'm now getting business. That perspective because before I was like, this is a business person. Manager ye yachikola. Cheyakola chali chicham. But for ye manager that's the business ye. True. Right now, the child is autistic, very unfortunate. We all should be having mercy on her and pity. But now there are children and their parents who are saying, for us, we don't want her. So when you have to make a decision, it's between your business and the empathy you have. True. So after this child goes and tomorrow there are no people, Twitter, are we going to compensate the business owner? Now, what do we have to do? We need to sensitize business owners that as you do these things,
tutekewo trainer nga wabano baana oba tubakolere pool eyaabwe naye nga be tuli mu society ze tulimu era bona bakolera pool eyaabwe
basosola
otegera challenges ze tulina
yes
so kati wetuuka nga osanga you are in a fix naye kyembanegeza kuga nti for me a person who is handicapped that one I don't want to body shame.
True.
You know, because sometimes it's not out of their own making.
Yeah.
And then, of course, there's nothing I can do about it. This guy is bald. But chances are the hair can grow back.
True.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, people go to Turkey. Bakola, is it air planting? No, obasanga nyonga.
Neruni ya chikola. Nazawe nezikola. Ne John Cena. Nalaba naye yakikola ne bamuwa enviiri kati enviiri.
In fact, wabera ku streets za Istanbul, abantu abasinga bosanga oba no surgery oba baby walata, so that's no more.
Wakava Istanbul Turkey.
Tambula mu.
Wakati answer zonna zompekiza. Turkey, my friend Turkey.
No, yeah, I was there for just recently, just last month.
Nega kati wandingambi.
Got to go now. You know? So, but now, while we're watching, still about talking people, handicapped people.
Yes.
You have been in the music industry or in the entertainment industry for quite some time. Do you know Abantu, in different journalists, we have musicians, we have actors, we have models. They're using, I would say they're using people in these situations in a way that maybe they're picking empathy from the people. What is your take on that? Njo oli walaba nti waliwo omuntu maybe go about the shaming nze oba waliwo ekiriwo happening nze ayagala agende asikeyo camera oba ne wabate nothing has happened ayagala lage nti okay me I'm doing
this with these people. I think for start, you know, Pinto, the society we are in right now, everybody does something at the back of their minds. There is how do I benefit?
True.
And that is the unfortunate bit. The only solace we have is Pinto, if I get a handicapped person, nemo paradinga, netumusonderayo sene nechuso obulamu bwe, afunamu nange nenfunamu. That you'll build her a house or create awareness for her situation, and then she will benefit. Maybe she wouldn't have gotten it, and then also me, I'll say, hey, people will say, Kasuku is a nice guy, that's a sad reality. Capitalism works around give and take. I get, I give. You get it?
True.
So there is nowhere in this world where you're going to see someone mbuya yagala nya abalema tekisoboka abalema abagala kuba ina kyakola ki kazibera zino NGO. When you go and look at the budgets they have, you will find that 40% of the budget egena mu simanya meeting paperwork bichi. Then the 60% will go into implementation, but the implementation involves paying them nabo kusolo kuyambeno kati no 40% yebasingo yako
kilini money
zebasingo yako sima cyber bullying sima ya
campaign ya chi
abalema the blind bichebe bencho no sanga MD wa NGA no yamba abalema ngavuga V8
nenge ina kuyamba
200 million nombuza abalema bawedde yo why driving such a car.
I know
obochitegera wacha tugulira mwa abalema obutebe wacha ogule motoka wacha basajja bano bata tobagulira mu coste batambuza.
I know
what do they do? Most of these organizations bagendeyo mu byalo gye basinga okgenda naye nga gwomanyi nti abantu abasinga obbonabona because of those things of being handicapped. I'm blind, I'm lame, I'm what, bali Kampala because Kampala is eri ku fast pace. Mu byalo babeerayo ng'asobola okufuna ekyokulya
ng'asobola ogenda mu
family nga z'abateekaawo beeraawo. Of course there are those poor districts, we understand and what but these people go there once or they can go for 1 month ne babeereeyo
ne bakola family bakatuna family za 10 buli nyumba mulimu omuntu
ne heavy budgets
ne bakupa ebifaananyi.
So it is about getting what you want. Tewaliwo omuntu alumwirirwa nyombo simanyaawo yo biche bitegeera ebyo. So but kati ekyo kyo mbadde kwa handicap bobo they are exceptional. I really don't like body shaming them and that should be condemned.
True.
However, as a society
we need to sensitize.
We need to sensitize. We need to create facilities.
Yes.
Because sometimes it's not about giving these people money and help.
Yeah.
Omuntu okumuwa akagaali kiyamba. Naye ate tomuteereddewo w'okuwe.
True.
So how is he going to access wherever he's going? Nga tokoze kintu ekyo.
Kubanga omuwadde akagaali naye wagenda okavugira tewakola ki?
Tewaliwo. So most noise makers, especially on social media, as you want the autistic child to be helped, which I also support.
Yes.
Let us make sure tutaddewo embeera.
Tandikira naffe.
Because these people we are trying, fena abateesa behind the keyboards, we could have done the same.
True.
Because this is someone's business. This one I can't sijja kulimba. Manager bw'abanga indeed, as he claims, for the autistic child, if what he claims is true, that other people were uncomfortable with the child,
and already complained,
we also need to feel sorry for the manager.
True.
Because he was now between his business and one person.
Because that's why I said to 7 to 20 something.
Yeah, so much as we need to have empathy for these people, we also need to understand.
Yeah, so, and then one more thing, the government should also come out and sensitize those campaigns.
And create facilities, they need to. But now going back to us, I wake up one day, yes, my genes could be big, but I choose to eat whatever I want. True. I choose not to work out. Please don't tell us that nonsense. I am being body shamed. I don't believe in those things.
Okay.
Yes, you could want to be fat, enjoy being fat.
Yep.
But there are options of you doing exercises. You get it?
True.
You are very small. It is unfortunate you're small. You could want to have that size, bear that size.
Yeah.
If someone tells you you're small, you're small. So it is up to you if you're small because of whatever reasons to choose to grow fat or not. But let us not let us not inconvenience each other so much. That is body shaming. Please. Yeah, in my opinion, I don't think it is. But like I've told you, we have the influence of the Western culture. People who feel like, yeah, it is okay to see you going out of shape, but we don't have to say anything because it's your body.
It's your choice. You're doing what you want.
That is right. But if I've seen, what should I do?
You can say.
Hey. So what happens is develop thick skin. That is one. Love yourself the way you are. If you're growing fat and it's for you want to be fat, love yourself in that skin. Love yourself in your body. And by the way, abazungu boche batusingako ku sensitization is about body shaming. They have encouraged people to love themselves the way they are.
True.
And they have gone ahead to do research, innovations, where they are making sure, much as you're fat, you're still healthy. You can still live a longer life. Kuba yo mzungu atula wansi, naga nti kati Kasuku ono yali mutini. Agezerwa mmere.
Okay.
Neta yagala exercise. Kati nkoze ntyo okulaba nti asigala mulamu. Ne bakola ya makerere.
Ka supplement.
Oba supplement. Nga bw'ogirya yo yokka.
Kuyambako oli munene naye nge kutereza.
Kuyambako okusala ku masavu okubalansinga omubiri. Then eventually kati gwatayagala kola exercise omubiri ne gukuvaamu bw'otandika okukaddiwa. Oyingidde emyaka 65, amagumba gatandise okkuluma n'ebisigadde. Naye nga ye wano mu myaka gyo gino egyali formative yakuterawo embeera. Okitegeera. So be comfortable in your body.
True.
Unfortunately, I don't believe in those things of body shaming. And I don't believe in whining. I'm that person.
True.
Many people have told me, Kasuku, olunene, okolachi. Nange mbiraba. People tell me, you have a big stomach. And I say, yeah. And then there are times I look in the mirror and I'm like, yes.
What was Lusala?
Hey, what about Lusala? nga nina akasaati kenja because otuula wansi nga olina essaati gy'oyagala naawe ekunyumiremu nga naye pinta essaati nga yamunyumidde naye essaati ya next 5 eneera etya sijja
kalugamba xxxx noga akanso kenkole mu busita
you go you do some sit-ups you work out nogenda nga okomyeyo in shape and it helps so I think body shaming much as it's not good, but also people need to stop whining. We are in a society where people just pick on a small thing like this. They make it big, never call social media.
Within the next 2 hours, very good. Because now, that's what I'm saying. Waliwo abantu ababera naawe nti Kasuku bamugambye alina olubuto olunene. Team Kasuku ne bavaayo ne bavuma buli kiramu.
Bakerere ne baleekaana. Neno babuuza and fortunately sometimes it comes back and it's the fact. Okitegeera bw'oba tolina kabina abazungu bataddewo embeera nti osobola okugenda n'okagula n'okambala.
Talk about that. Nti tulinayo recently Zari is a socialite.
Yes.
Batuga amagulu ge plastic. Nabeerawo blogger naga nti oba badde oyagala komba ku magulu ga Zari ngani bawo we yakola. Funa ekidomolo ewaka. Okombeko. Yeah. So walera abantu nga tasobola, they cannot afford the kind of plastic surgery olije yakola. Then ne bagenda downtown nagula ebina. I'm evident of this. I've seen someone. Yagula ebina obali kolo lyali likadiye kati ne yituketsera nga side eno ligwa ate neeno. Should we call that body shaming?
It is not body shaming because if you stay with your natural bum, it's not going to shape like that.
True.
Kati olina okumenga sure nti bw'oba waguze ebbina liri okay.
Terigwa. Banga lino lyali ligudde side eno ddala nga liri waggulu.
Ffe tetutumangako muntu kwambala.
Kugala mabina.
So bw'oba oyambadde ebbina making sure nti liri ki?
Liri intact.
Liri intact. Otherwise we shall talk.
Obviously. And that's not body shaming.
Society is about talking.
True.
Ola twogera ku Museveni.
Kati gwa.
President.
Of this country
tumwogerako abantu boogera ku kabaka.
True.
Abantu boogera ku papa archbishop
tetwali basubide bantu kuboogera nako at any point.
So the society we are in is like that. Those people who go to bleach, people who go to artificial bums, just make sure they do it right.
True.
Do it right. Enaku zino abantu tebakyagenda mu bino bintu byakwekuuta bizibu be bati.
Waliwo abakuba empiso.
Wali empiso wali amakerenda.
Okay.
Oba okitegeera. So kati gwe bw'onojja you were black, you chose to bleach, and you did a poor job at bleaching.
So and
you expect us to have the patience because people are going to say we are body shaming you. Don't play with your body. Don't play with your body.
So by the time you play with it, just know the impact is...
We shall talk.
We are going to talk.
You may choose to call it body shaming, but we shall talk.
True.
Because you have given us a reason to talk. And the freedom of expression and speech is enclaved in the UN Human Rights Charter.
By the way, I always tell people, Kati... nga bw'ogambye nti waliwo ekintu kyetasobola kukyusa nze nyina abantu abansana Pinto ng'oli mumpi naye I've listened to this for the last 20 something years. So by now I've grown that.
So something you can't change, and this is what I want to tell people. Something you can't change. Embrace.
Yep.
If you're short, you can't grow tall. Embrace that I'm short.
True.
Accept, understand, and move on with life. Of course, there are those who overdo it.
True.
Those ones I don't agree with. There are those ones I condemn. If you find Pinto short today, you throw it in Pinto's face for the next 5 years.
That's not
I mean, you're not giving him chance to accept himself as he is. But I don't want to phrase it under body shaming. Yes.
No, it's not.
There are certain words for me I feel that just create an excuse. They create an excuse for weaknesses, for making certain things normal that shouldn't.
Like ngokulya notako exercise. Nayambala omuwala nayambala olobala bambala akagoye ngolaba kamuntu aina kuba mutono
yes.
ngolaba ina yika kusaide eno gundi eno
kati bochogerako
Kasuku
is body shaming but you've also seen the kapant is yours but think about because you see there's something they say we have all these freedoms the one of speech and expression freedom of movement freedom we all have all those things but they tell you enjoy your freedoms as you make sure they do not infringe or hurt other people's freedoms. When you take it there, or well-being. So when you put on a short pant like this,
true,
and then amakudega kuli bweru olubuto lukuyika, do you think you're leaving us the same? You're disgusting us.
Yes. We need to create an environment.
We are like, no.
This can't happen.
And what I'm saying is for you, Africa, and Uganda in particular, wabo abazungu bainalo. I've been seeing videos of people, I think, in America, who are literally moving naked.
Yeah, it's normal.
Yeah, and they are okay with it. But we all know down here it is not okay.
It's not okay. We can't do it. Tuko panyeri. Tesuwa kopecho nja. Noga lero kamvuge ngandi bwele mbala mfulume nyende.
But even in those countries, for example, I'll tell you, in those countries, America, UK, most of the people are against some of those things.
True.
Of like moving around naked, you just dress anyhow and what.
Their children on the street.
Yeah, they are protective of their children and what. So you will find a few selected cases here and there.
Yeah.
But you know, it's not like it's their way of life. I've been in some countries where you think, now people used to tell me, in South Africa, the gays and lesbians are on the street, they are kissing and I've been there, I've not seen them on the street. I've not. Actually, I've met like gays or lesbians once. I was in a club and they were minding their business. You get it? And they were doing their thing. They were not even kissing in public.
True.
Yeah, they were just there hanging out and you know. But for us here, when it comes down to us here, when we pick on a habit, we overdo it.
Okay.
So, even in America, you could literally you could find you can walk on a street. Or you ask Ugandans, how many times have you seen gays like kissing, openly being gay, and you know all those things? And a Ugandan will tell you like, me, I've been there like 8 years,
but
I've seen them like twice or thrice. But when it comes down to Africa here,
yes,
and for me, I think it's the biggest problem most Africans have. They are not against people doing what they want. You can choose to like a fellow man, you can choose to like a fellow woman. But the moment you begin throwing it in people's faces, the moment you begin influencing for it,
true.
I think that is where most people have had issues with.
Yes.
Most people have spoken with. That's where they've had issues with. Because I'll be honest with you, me, I know people I've known who have been gay, Nanchari in secondary school. But they're as normal as it comes. They are both men. They dress like men. They act like men.
True.
They live together in the same house, and they're not doing that nonsense of they do their hands like this. They're in public, they want to kiss, you know.
Not right.
These things have been here for some time.
Yes, but the one muntu yambuza nti ingaya bintu bino bisusse nnyo. Namugamba no tebisusse nnyo. Bibaddengawo even before some of us were born.
Yes.
But just in technology ono, nti kati wendaba ekintu nja kusikayo essimu, ngambe
Let us see.
Let us see.
Yeah. And I think it's also part of I think from what I've heard, there is an influencing culture. Where some people in the West want to dump it on people here. So they wanted to gain publicity and you know all those things. Which most people are against. Most people here are saying, do what you have to do in your own way. President Museveni at one point was like, there's no reason why you kiss in public. A man and a woman
True.
It's a private affair. Be in your home. Kiss, romance, do whatever you like.
But don't come to the public.
Don't come to the public.
But recently we have a minister who has done it.
And that's the problem. The same thing is happening with the LGBTQ. I have spoken years ago. I spoke with Mugisha, the guy of sexual minorities, Uganda. He's as normal as it gets. When you meet him, he's as normal as me. He talks to you. He does not go like no. He's as normal as it gets. He will explain, and he told me.
True.
They are against the business of people wearing dresses, smile.
Why would we get to that?
Those days, years ago, when I spoke to him, when I was just beginning my media journey. And I got to understand the point he was coming from. Where the biggest problem. So it's something that's coming to body shaming. Yeah? People want to Ugandans to chintu chetuina. Oliba batayagala gym. Batayagala working out. Creating a way embeera. Nti bw'omwogerako okoze kyakiva omuga nti munene.
True.
Okitegedde?
Kiringa ddanga tunafuna smartphone. Ngogamba aba smartphone beeraga.
Kati olunaku olwaliro tebeeraga
kubanga ogiina. iPhone si nnungi.
Kati ate ogwo omuze gwo-creatingawo ka blame game era gwava mu bazungu. Omuntu bw'omugambako nti naye Pinto osala nviiri kyezo
kano kambonye
oyo hater nga bateekawo kataamu awo bakakoyininga okitegeera
tatwagaliza
aka group nga kajja abo they are anti this
naye ng'obuuziza bubuuza nti kaviri tokategedde in a sense of maybe you would have done this because you know that's true. You know omuntu when asinkanako he's some elder person in government yanga during my time even when I had my hair I used to comb it. Watch it. It's already worse because according to his time, it's already worse that you're just living kanokoka. Nothing ekolese watch toka sanirira. But he came in the sense of this is not the normal I know.
Exactly.
So if I was someone who ayagala kwata that offensive side, ngamba olaba katali mukutuogerera bichi.
So to ine chintu chetukola enakuzo mu society nti we want to make the unnormal normal.
According to if it favors us by
yes, because it favors us. So how we do it? We want to make others who view it as unnormal
we want
to
them
feel guilty.
True. Ate ngambanya abantu nti buli muntu alina omuzeegwe. Nti no nizo okuba nti you're working out and Kasuku is not working out.
Yes.
Naye there's something you're not doing right that he's doing right.
Exactly.
But wechina ajja kusaidia jagamba Kasuku mubi. Naye katugozero ga Kasuku you're not working out, something like that. I think it's the society that we
are living in. So body shaming sinonji. Naye me I choose to look at the positives.
True.
Especially around being fat. Okay, around things that we can change. Yeah. I don't like body shaming when someone has squints and you're body shaming them. Someone is handicapped and you're body shaming them. If someone is blind, those ones. Because maybe there's nothing you can do about it.
And by the way, this Professor Balunyo Mumanyi, agamba nti everyone is a victim of any disability. Everyone can get any disability right now. Nengenda boda nenkuba okugulu nekuvako and I get anything so ngabo ochikola kati the next few minutes
it could happen to you vola ngai ntinza abo binawe mbasulira tawulo naye bino ebyaffe birala ebyekisiru toyina kabina ati tokayina kati tukole ki oshagede kyengambye
tuzimira kyakola
olinaga oyina omuntu omunene munene don't you see that the head is big oshagede kyengamba yes.
So, but now, Kasuku, what is the impact on this? Because it's not right. Tubagambia mazima. But how has it impacted people according to your story?
Yeah, of course. Like I told you, it has impacted people badly because there are people who can't take it in. There are people who feel like, especially for those things that people can't change. Toina kabina, they get low on self-esteem. Some of them they go even into depression.
True.
Depending on who is telling them.
Yeah.
abamu batuuka n'okwetta.
I've heard of a story.
Yes,
like that.
because someone is saying things and maybe, you know. But we need to sensitize. We need to empower. People need to take therapy.
Yeah. By the way, in Africa, we have not embraced therapy.
Anche chiche ngambye nti katujjalaba abantu abasinga bajja gamba Kasuku bichi. Because we seek to look at problems, not solutions.
Yeah. True.
A man who created the water park is charging 100,000. You think how much money did he put?
Quite some amount of money.
Ayinza okuba millions zenga bina. Kati his first line of action is business.
True.
Everything that comes else is secondary.
I know so can as the sentence.
Now, Baba situation in Gori Yarimu. Before we blame this man, we need to ask, what could he have done? If I were the owner of the place or the manager, what could I have done?
True.
The money vis-a-vis humanity.
Yeah, it happens in the normal setting. There's some options. Katinga bogami, no obeda bwe Kasuku. I don't know if you're a business person or something. Go in a business, kanga a restaurant, and someone comes through in a certain way and stuff. Obviously, togenda kufirwa customer no nabana dako because in Uganda we have made it very normal togera ku kintu no chiwa kigoyinze across the entire internet. We just take a few hours
and we're on to the next.
Ogamant, let me first take off this for this time, then I secure a business.
Thank you.
Then as we wrap up, Abavubuka, we are known for Okwepija. Yeah, and there's I left this for the last bit because it's a special kind of something. There's the body shaming happening amongst the youth within the sexual bit of the youth. Naga auntie or have slept with so and so, but her private part is so huge. I don't know if this is body shaming. When naga ha mwami pinto you.
That's also part of body shaming. Now that situation is a bit different because when people go to sex, they are two people who agree to do something.
Yes.
So there I would think, one, if you don't like Pinto, if you don't like Pinto's size, maybe you talk to Pinto.
True.
Tell him, man, your size is small.
Then you find a solution or you
find a solution or you go. The same thing happens with those girls. Because kaninga bengugambi ebintu byonna byonna Pinto. Bisobola okukolebwako. Okitegeera. Kati ate kati ebya sex kyo wekyawukanira. It's a private matter.
Okay.
It's not a public matter. Okitegeera.
No babireeta out in the
public. Kati abo bomba vumirira.
Okay.
Bavumirira abo bo. Because well me and I usually tell people, a person you've slept with, omuntu nga akweyambudde, you people, nze waliwo we natuuka nga sikyayagala kweyambula.
Why?
Nali nkooye okweyambula.
Sinakufuna.
I had over undressed.
You had over undressed?
Yes. Mu kulowooza okwange.
Okay.
Kati nga I just feel like I should just unzip. Okay. I think every man in their lifetime gets to that point where you feel like, I think I've over had sex.
Yes.
Or I've over undressed. You know? There is you know, when people are going to bank, there is that silence that first happens, especially the first time when you're going to bank. Or if you're not connected, you know, we are having a lot of random sex.
Yeah, those moments where you just caught up by the moment and you just...
caught up by the moment. You're caught up by the moment. If you've been like on constant talking,
Okay.
You know, there is that big pinto you have where you talk. You know, you talk
she
about
even slips over times
so when you get into the room, you just undress her, you know, those things. Then there is these people.
Random one.
That once in a while, you know, throw me some, But you get into a room, even if it's your home. No so Congo, you know, creating a rapeo. You'll notice, I don't know if it happens these days, but those days when I was in my 20s, ngatukuba nyendo mukatinga omuwala bobono omuswama to avoid, you know, mwetu nolira oba musabo basemusabo bachobe katinga omutwala mu ndongo ne munywa bia mwena ne mvayo nga muri high so she's tipsy, she's high, I'm high, it just happens automatically. Most people stop at that sex at night. During the day they can't even bang because we have to create rapport. So kati when you get to a point pinto where I feel like it is too much for you, like now you have to sit with someone musoke munyomye then after kwatire
oba utamza kagalo
how do you get to a point where you kiss and unlock her?
True. Oba kuba makafana when nasembera nakola chi
most times even as you talk like if you're not in too constant touch and that chemistry being there omwalo ngamba ejangonda beko achimanyi bulungi ekimulese kukujjamu nasoka natulaka age wano
nasoka tekako natekako TV ngala kulaba ku filimu
ebyo natuka nga sikyagala kweyambula muntu bogenda omugambira ebyo nze bisere emu nalinga njagala kujja buzzi nkole ekyandese nebezibe dakika 5 ngende naye nga out of courtesy omuwala mutumya noga nti kati you know, like you need to respect this guy.
True.
You know,
it really sounds disrespectful. Ngenda kuja.
Yeah.
Just
me, I just want more like because it happens to most men. They just want to come.
True.
So you obero yagala mwala musangao just stand.
Especially if you're not. How's it called? You don't have feelings. You're not.
Thank you.
The chemistry is not chemistry.
So most people, chibagata is being honey.
True. And
then ladies, most of our ladies are not creative, even when she's horny. Ayagalo mutandike.
That is Uganda. Because you know, why is it that all the time it is the men that are supposed to prepare you? When do you prepare us? It came in a joking way, but yeah.
So most women are like that, Kati. So you find yourself in a situation where you want to give her like. For her to feel loved, to feel wanted before you know, you bang her. So, kati eyembere lyao for the men, njiridating anyo ku bakazi. Ntu omukazi omukwana, you imagine how many men does she have to undress for?
A number of them.
Yes. So by the time she accepts to remove her clothes, omulabe yenaina nga ali naked. She accepts you for you to kiss her.
To go ahead and
touch her breasts.
Touch every part of her body. Do anything you want to.
You massage around her private parts and all those things. I think there is a certain respect, Jobero, you know more.
True.
But watch Tegera. And the same thing happens also for women. By the time a man accepts to undress and, you know, show you like the naked you. Because I'm telling you, Pinto, the naked me or the naked you seen by a man could not be a pleasant sight.
Obviously.
But now you imagine a woman has to see you naked. Never mind in a 6-pack. There's
a show Jensero shooting, like one of the comments, they're like, they don't want to see the parts, At least when we are done, cover up at least. So that's completely right.
So I think for me, I always tell people you need to respect that girl so much.
True.
Akirizo kuwako.
In fact, sikukiza kuwako, but they're willing to take time and undress. Like you say, they have a lot of options.
Yes.
No abamchala afana nacha, trust me. Aina abantu abawere 10.
Ababera bamusaba.
Kuli shiba yagamba n'omulalo laba n'omulalo alaba aina yabamugoba.
Webale.
You get?
So that sort of body shaming I desist. I don't want it. abasajja mulekerawo ebyo ebintu. You go, you bang with the lady. I could understand when you come out to say, wow, the lady, she's sweet. She has nice boobs and what.
Because most of us do it.
Yeah. But when you find deficiencies with her, if you can't talk to her, shut up. Because she trusted you with her body. She let you see her naked. She let you get inside of her. The only reward you can give her is to respect her enough in such a situation.
True.
And the same thing happens to women.
Mostly it's women doing it.
If the guy is small, let him be small.
Talk to him.
You either talk to him or you shut up. Yes, because there are solutions to small men and those who can't last long in bed. There are solutions. It's not like it's permanent or what.
Yeah, because they have a lot of options.
Never no basina kabina. Simaya, I'm fat. Go and gym. Go and gym. Stop creating excuses.
I'm too tiny.
Yes, stop creating excuses. Every time you're creating excuses for you to be safe. Stop creating excuses in the name of those terms. Body shaming. Kati waliwo luli brand munondo yali angamba. Ye waliwo kagambo chike yali angamba. Ila nako kapia kajja. Sima, you don't do what? You don't.
Yeah, call him line ya body shaming.
Hey, you don't call someone fat. Why you call them what chubby?
Chubby.
So you know.
There
is a way I think chubby sounds sexy.
No, chubby sounds a little bit safe for them.
Yeah, but you're fat.
That is it.
Yes, you are fat.
True.
Now, if you're fat and comfortable in your being fat, enjoy your being fat.
Yeah.
For example, me I'm comfortable with my size. Although sometimes or what orina we ruita.
Noga akatino kandura.
Ne bangamba ko ne bangawa sebuto nga isewo.
No soko balisa byo balisa ne nayo.
Sibi balisa. Tegeranga.
Era lusaze. Luzeyo.
Yesawa. Nengenda nenkola ki? And I work out. Kati bobanga you are comfortable in your skin, in your body. It's like these people who talk about racism. I know it pains, especially in you know when you're not at home.
A lot of times.
But the moment you develop pride, you've seen channels like BET. They are doing these things. Black man, yeah? They're trying to build confidence in us.
True.
Be proud of what you are.
I've been a victim to that personally.
Racism.
Not racism. The first time I left this country, natuka ku swimming pool nganze muddugavu yekaliwo. Ningamba obanyingire. Obawe nayingira banavamu. But trust me, when I did, everyone was really comfortable. But because I wore that armor of I'm black, I'm the only black person here. So I should feel proud enough that I am the only black person here, and all eyes are supposed to be. Of
course, that is in respect to severe cases.
Yes.
Because there are severe cases, some that move into even bodily harm and what.
Yes.
But because me have not experienced racism.
I've never, but it was my first time cutting antia. They told me in this country there's racism.
Yeah.
So how, if in case it happens to me, how am I going to but nothing happened.
So for me I'm a firm believer. Of course, it is subject to who you are. How can you handle certain situations? Kati omuntu ali eyo bwe banakukyaza. Ogenda kuendowooza yeyawukana ku yange saagala onjasamire. Mbwateka siku yagambye ateka siku yagambye. I'm here giving my opinion. How I see things. How I think of things.
True.
You can also raise your opinion.
However,
don't make it a war. Because the challenge we have now, we will find this discussion on Twitter, and people are saying you will find NGOs jumping on it. You know, body shaming, people, now you a media personality. How would you have said that? I have my head first. And this is what I think. In my own thinking. You can educate me. Yeah? Nentegera from your side. Or you can give your opinion. But me, I think, we just need to embrace We just need to embrace. We need to embrace ourselves.
Yes.
Depending on how you handle things, let us embrace.
True.
You're black.
It's not going to change.
You're
it can't
fat.
change.
If you're comfortable in your size, keep doing what you're doing.
If someone out there has a different opinion, give your opinion, but respect.
Thank you.
His opinion or any other person.
But then, of course, like I said, I'm not in support of body shaming.
True.
Don't
and you give the
body shame others. Yeah. However, my only issue is the people who believe they are being body shamed is wanting to create a scene out of everything. Yet they can work on what is being talked about them.
True. Okay. So, Abantu Abali, I think this has been an exciting topic.
Yeah, it has. It's going to raise mixed feelings, I know.
True.
But that is like from my understanding.
But you've given your perspective.
How you understand it. Of course, someone will say, me host me. You host them. They explain body shaming in detail. Because for tuise ku cover. Kubache mani. The body shaming manyi gamba muntu nti munene masavu.
Oli ayinza okugenda gandi nokugamba nti Pinto oli muddugavu. Naye body shaming.
Naye body shaming nayenze kati nga mugambye nti I've grown up in a society where it is okay to tell Pinto chimpi joni.
True.
And
Jimbuti.
Ne Pinto gwe bakigambye.
Nga yakimanyi
na seka nagamba kati naye kasokutwalira olubuto lwo.
Chibuto.
And we move on.
Yeah.
But
we are getting the Western culture. Netusoka tujisiga koche tujisizeko.
Kati abali emotion mwe sibatunulidde kuba silimanyi. I want to talk out of my own experience. So you could have your own experience of saying, with him I get easily emotional and what is me I've given you as I see things from an African setting, a Ugandan setting, era jenchalimu.
True.
Yes.
Yeah. So, Kasuku, this is really wonderful. Abantu Abali, thank you for following up to this point, for those that have been following. And for those that have not, like I said, if you have not watched the previous episode, please do. We are coming up with a lot of topics, especially amongst us. Not only the youth, but those sensitive parts. Until this podcast, could throwing a light on certain things, on certain angles. Ngabo Yagambia, we shall always have this podcast.
With time, we could even get to a point of daily.
True.
It's about flexibility. He has things he's doing, I have things I'm doing. But we are trying to
but mutulaga nti muchetaga even a daily podcast can do. Netumanya nti buli lunaku we have something for you guys.
And I'm working on an online radio.
True.
And as part of the things I'm doing, I'm trying to get equipment for the online radio. It's the same equipment that can
work on the podcast. Yeah.
So you could find it could be easier for us to do a podcast every day. When we have
a visual and
office,
also
we're done soundproofed and everything. And
then not one a visual of the entire session.
That's even more accessible.
Yeah. So for those that are just listening to this, thank you so much. It really means a lot. Like Kasuku has said, Ugandans, we have not yet embraced the podcast system. But we are getting there. That is what we pray. We should get there. We should make things happen. Thank you so much for following. This podcast is going to be on Kasuku Live Podcast. And then the visual is going to Kasuku 256.
By the way, guys, subscribe to Kasuku 256 and embrace YouTube channel, Kasuku 256. And you see the good work Next 5 Productions is doing.
We are bringing a lot on that channel. But umwami ono yagenda okusinga frontinga tuina those who are coming on board, but we need to first have him more. Then namwe benyini if you have an idea ngagogamba, if I got an opportunity, the opportunity is here, come through, comment. Kasuku's contact is there. I think in this one I'm also going to put my contact, my WhatsApp. I usually use more of WhatsApp, and then we are going to see a way forward. To see blava to love.
So until next time, you can have whatever day you want, a good or bad day for us Nafeka tugende.
akatalekeka ku poloti abagula poloti n'abagula emmotoka kuweza yennaku zino abagula poloti kati ndoza bategedde ntosobola gituulamu nekujja emutungo nekuleta makerere. So you can keep saying fe twagula poloti ab'emmotoka katugende tukole ate tugule poloti kati gwe tulabe bw'ona ogula emmotoka ng'osigadde kate wakoze. Bye bye. Until next time, bye bye.